This video is to demonstrate the backward loop cast on. So here I'm knitting a top-down sweater, and I've just taken off the stitches for the sleeves and put them on waste yarn. And then the instructions say to cast on 4 stitches under the arm before you go on to knit the front of the sweater. So when you do the backward loop cast on, you want to cast it on quite tightly, because then when you come around and knit those stitches, they'll be very loose. It's a cast on that you only really use when you're just casting on a few stitches in the middle of a row. So what I do is I have the yarn here to the left and the needle here, and I'm going to cast the 4 stitches onto the right needle. And I put my thumb underneath the working yarn, and then I put twist my thumb towards me and scoop the yarn around it, so you can see that it's here crossed over my thumb, and then I put the needle underneath the strand that's closest against my thumb, and then pull down. And I really pull down really tight. Don't often do that in a cast on, but for the backward loops cast on you really want to do that. So I put my thumb underneath, turn my thumb towards me, and then grab the yarn from the pad side of my thumb and pull tight. So that's 2, rotate, 3, pull tight, rotate, 4, pull tight. So that's 4 stitches cast on. You can see them, they're actually quite tight against the needle, but then when you knit them they will really loosen up, and then I'll continue knitting on with the rest of the sweater. Here I'm approaching those stitches that I cast on using the backward loop cast on. Thought I'd show how loose they become when you knit them. So this is the last one before the cast on, and this here is the backwards loop cast on. You can see that it's very unstable. It's really on this strand of yarn. So I do knit these very slowly so that they don't disappear on me. And so I'm just pulling out the yarn so that I can knit it without it all falling off the needle. And then continue on. That will be fine. You're going to pick up those stitches when you knit the sleeve. So that when you go to pick up the stitches for to knit the sleeve down, you'll pick up these stitches as well as these 4 stitches, and I usually pick one up in each corner to close the gap, and then I decrease them away on the very first row.